Hello and welcome to the Certified Business Innovation Manager Level 1 course program. This course is brought to you by the International Institute of Certified Innovators and Entrepreneurs, IICIE. This course will allow you to become an IICIE Certified Business Innovation Manager, a certification that carries with it extensive training that will equip you with the skills and techniques necessary to help your organization innovate and achieve its goals. So who am I? My name is Sufyan Katariwala, and I am your instructor. I am currently a PhD candidate in Innovation and Technology Management here at the University of Toronto. I am currently researching how firms manage their knowledge and technology assets in order to innovate. Currently, my research is looking at explaining how Boeing utilized innovative production methods to produce the radically innovative Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Before embarking on my PhD, I used to work at the Show Me Institute, a free market economic policy think tank in Missouri. Before that, I was a staffer in the St. Louis County Council, so I have experience in both the policy environment and policy development. But that being said, enough about me. I will be your instructor and I will lead you through Level 1 of the Certified Business Innovation Manager course. So what is our objective? What is the objective of the Certified Business Innovation Manager program? Well, first and foremost, it is to learn what innovation is. I think and I hope you agree that it would be wise to teach certified business innovation managers what innovation actually is. Another objective is to understand how innovation occurs. Once we are clear about what innovation means, we can begin to understand how organizations innovate, how the process has been understood, and what role you can play. Next, we go through examples of organizations and companies that innovate to understand at a conceptual level and to visualize how they did it and how you can too. We also want to change our mindset so that we're thinking in the right way and we're asking about the right things. That is, asking the proper questions and thinking about innovation in the right way. Finally, our main objective is to teach you tangible techniques so that you can help your organization innovate. Well, why do this? Why become a certified business innovation manager? Well, innovation has been, is right now, and will remain to be critical for the success of not only your organization, but every organization and company out there. Innovation also improves everyone's lives. Innovation in agriculture, medicine, transportation laid the foundation of our modern civilization and greatly improved human life standards. Innovation is also our key problem solver. When disease spread rampantly during World War I, scientists innovated the solutions, such as antibiotics. When the world needs to be more connected, we innovated the telegraph and the telephone to solve our communication problems. So innovation solves problems. And finally, innovation allows you to succeed. Being stagnant means eventual failure as a world is always changing and progressing. So to remain successful, we must always be innovative. So what will you learn specifically in Level 1? In Level 1, we will cover the basics of innovation and innovation strategy. We will learn what innovation is and what it entails and how it impacts an organization. We will also learn how innovation actually happens and why it matters. We will see and learn how organizations and companies innovated, and we will learn a few tangible techniques to help you develop the right innovation strategy for your organization. The main goal of learning all of these things is that you are better able to help your organization meet its ultimate goals and objectives. So moving forward, what will be covered in this course? Well, the course is divided into 3 sections. In section 1, we will cover what innovation is and what it entails. This will mean discussing the definitions and types of innovation, which will occur in section 1.1. The myths surrounding innovation and what innovation is not, which will be covered in section 1.2. How innovation occurs and looks like in the context of an organization, which will be covered in section 1.3. How innovation occurs, trying to understand whether innovation is just another management buzzword being thrown around, or if it's a core competency. Here we will learn how firms can make a buzzword into a do word. This will be covered in section 1.4. And then we will talk about design thinking and business model innovation, which will be covered in section 1.5. And finally, we will discuss the innovation process, wherein we will learn the outcome-driven innovation technique in section 1.6. So this will be section 1 divided over 6 subsections. Following section 1, we will talk about section 2, which will focus more on why innovation matters. Here we will look at the age of innovation, and the history behind innovation. We will look at some of the leading innovative organizations out there and learn how they did it. We will look at some indices measuring innovation and see how innovation pans out globally. And finally, we will look at innovation's impact on productivity and economic competitiveness. Moving on to the final section for level 1, we will talk about strategy and making innovation happen. This will entail learning how to develop an organizational culture of innovation and maintaining such a culture in an organization, how to challenge prevailing attitudes and beliefs, understanding unarticulated needs, and finally, the importance of teamwork in having a sound strategy to innovate. So how will we learn all of this in level 1? First, the course will be delivered to you in these modules. As you will have noticed, as I was covering the contents of each section, the subsections each had a module number. This will correspond to the module that will contain the lesson in which they will be covered. A module will cover a specific subsection. As I mentioned, section 1 will have 6 subsections, each of which will be covered in a module. The course will also have its own packet. In fact, there will be a packet for each section, which you will find within the course outline. Here, the packet will contain the slide deck, some notes, area where you can take notes along the way, and additional sources for your own benefit if you want to do some additional reading. In this course, you will primarily be listening to me and learning, but it's not just limited to that. You will also be watching videos and learning through those. And finally, you will be doing some readings and learning through that as well. Finally, there will be assignments and quizzes in this course. At the end of certain modules, you will see a notification of an assignment or a quiz, and it will tell you which quiz or assignment to proceed to after completing the module. You are to complete this assignment or quiz before proceeding to the following module or section if it is located at the end of the last subsection in a module. Well, that brings us to the end of our introduction and our discussion on the syllabus. please proceed on to the next module, Module 2, to begin with Section 1. Thank you.